What are you looking for?
Oh, just trying to get the stuff set up.
Bag of tricks?
Oh, yeah, that'll be
Is it cheaper by the case here? At least you got one good door out. You get it out.
Well, I met her in Vinnie's club, you know, and someone brought me down here to sing, and I met Mabel for the first time. They wanted to expose me to some audience of people. And I had sang at small places, but never professional or anything. They wanted to start me off. And I met Mabel and Vinnie's father owned the place at the time. And well, I was pretty excited around that, you know. She was a big star as far as I was concerned.
I'm not thinking camera. I'm just like your voice. Yeah, I don't think it's all you. Well, I remember, you know, there's some other times. How about that? No, I don't know about that.
Oh my, let's see. I met Mabel. I had to take Mabel's place at the West End. And it took me about 5 weeks before I ever met her because I was taking her place. And one night, it was on a Sunday, and she was back to work, and so I wandered in and we met, and I said, I'm the lady that took your place, you know. So this has been quite a thing with Mabel and I, you know, whenever she's
in trouble.
I come along.
Yeah. Right.
So it's really...
No competition, though, huh?
Oh, no, we're sisters.
So I sat in that night, and I came back again. And she had the spirit of a person, an individual, who always welcome you back. She had so many friends, so many people that love her for this condition she has asked, but where she invites you back, and she's so friendly, very friendly. So I came back several more times, and eventually, I managed. I came back so many times, I got hired by the boss.
Bind it on parade in the shade. I know a chick with the bonnet, all the frills upon it, like Cinderella boys, the killer dilla, the loudest, proudest chick that we knew to do the boogie woogie in the Easter parade. In Clover, all over, never been to Dover. Big Salt Jive is there soon, Casanova's full of pep and really hip, but never missed a step in the Easter parade on the avenue. What avenue, Fifth Avenue? Can it be true that photographers will snap us and you find yourself on the road to Grandview? Well, I could write a little sonnet about that beat up Easter bonnet. Let her go, let her go, let her go, don't you know? Chick does the boogie woogie in the Easter parade. Parade. Thank you.
Okay. When did you start playing the piano, Mabel?
Oh, I must have been about 5 years old.
And how did you start?
Really, a one-finger deal. Just picking, and really, you know, I didn't know what I was doing, and picking until I finally got something together. First of all, I had an uncle which musician he played. And I remember I used to stand around him and listen to him. And I'd copy from him, you know. Bass, I had no bass in my left hand. So after I got the right hand a little bit, then I started practicing with the left hand.
Yeah.
When did you play hooky, Mabel?
Oh, that's when I first started taking music lessons down in Virginia. And it was a little bit too much for me. I couldn't take it because the lady who was teaching me, you know, she, I don't know if you knew that, but those great big long grocery pencils, well, she used
Just
to...
the hitch on her finger with the...
Oh, when I leave there, my hands would be swollen up so, you know, and I just couldn't take it. So I started playing hooky. And what I would do, I would go in the Five and Dime and stand around in there. At that time, you could buy, they had sheet music in there and the piano. And if you want to buy a copy, someone would always be there to play it. They always had a girl there to play. And I used to stand in there for hours just listening at different songs. And then, too, everything that I learned by music, the teacher taught me, I could go home and play it by ear. I didn't need the music. She told me I would have to stop playing by ear altogether to learn, you know. No, I don't read music, but that's how I always learned, by just listening, you know.
Yeah, by listening.
Because I don't read music at all.
So you just learn you just remember there's hundreds of songs by listening?
By listening, yes.
Well, I used to buy Mabel a record, and she used to play it for, well, 10, 15 minutes and pick up the melody right there.
People are always amazed at Mabel and Larry knowing so many songs, you know. How did you learn so many songs anyway?
I don't know. I just
Well, you
remember.
could go back to Slam Stewart days.
Oh, yes. Well, you know, I used to work with him, you know.
Him and
Yes.
several artists. I think it was Art Tatum, too, I understand.
No, I never worked.
With him?
No, never worked. Never. Oh, I used to go out. I used to go where Art Tatum used to hang out at. And that was up in Harlem, a place called, where all the musicians used to, you know, go for jamming, you know. And every Monday night, Art Tatum would be there. And I would always be there on that Monday night, you know. And he would be sitting to the bar. So the bartender would always tell me, he says, when I walk in there, he says, Art Tatum's been asking for you. So he says, where's my girl, you know, like that. And then when I would walk in, you know, I'd have to sit down and have a drink. And then the bartender would send for me, says, to come over to the bar, because Art Tatum wanted to talk with me, you know. So I would go over there and sit with him. But this place, this very place is not there no more. And after 4 o'clock, you know, after all the clubs would close, and all the cats, a.m.
That's a beautiful relationship.
And all the cats would come up there, and boy, we just have a jam session till, oh,
lovely time.
Goodness, I guess till about 7:30 in the morning.
What'd you do before you played here, huh?
Oh, I was working on the road.
Other than the road. I mean, like, you know, uptown.
How was the road, you know? And sometimes that was hard, sometimes it was good. And
Well,
all kinds of stories about the road.
Well, only once I had a pretty hard time, and that was when I first went on the road. We left from Penn Station to some parts of Arkansas.
Mm.
And we,
What happened there?
well, at that time, after we did our shows, you know, there was no hotel to stay, so we had to stay in the
cars?
Pullman cars.
Pullman cars,
Yes.
Oh, they wasn't getting
Until
the
the next
entertainment
morning,
to
the
come.
the train came and pulled us out. We was on our way. And then we went to, I forgot to tell us about this. This is Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Mm.
And we got there, it was the winter time. It was cold, and the snow had a deep snow. And we got in this hotel. Oh, it was terrible. It had no heat. And I'll never forget till we got there in the evening that night when we finished the show. I'll never forget I had on a two-piece green suit. I
She
slept in
remembers what colors.
I slept in the suit, the shoes, the coat, the hat. And everything.
How long did you stay there?
Just overnight.
Overnight.
Yes.
What are some of the musicians you went on the road with?
At that time,
Yeah, well-known musicians you was with.
there were. Let's see who we had. At that time, there was Billy Moore Trio, and we had a bass player named Al Best. Did you know him?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, Al Best, which he's no more now. And let's see, who did we have on brushes? I can't remember who we had on brushes.
Did they travel around with you all the time on the road, or you picked up different entertainers?
No, all the
yeah.
time. All the time.
All the time.
Until I got with the Slam Stewart, see?
Ah.
See, then I
Tell
started.
us something about Slam Stewart.
Well, we traveled. We worked all out in Utah, Colorado, Chicago, Cleveland, Boston.
Traveled all over
South
the United
Dakota.
States.
Oh, yes.
What did you
Yes.
like best? Which city?
I really liked Colorado.
Who's the
I remember we had out in Colorado, we had at this club, Ella Fitzgerald was giving they were giving a concert out there. And I had my first time to play for her at this club. And I also played with Ray Bryant.
Ray Brown.
Ray Brown.
Yes,
Ray Brown.
on the bass, you know.
Ray Brown.
And also in Chicago, I had matter of fact, when we were doing the veterans camp shows, you know, and Chubby Jackson had his group there, and after the shows was over, we would always get together and jam.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Well, tell us something about those camp shows. How were they? What were they all about?
Oh well.
During the war?
Oh no. They were, we go in different wards in the hospital and play, try to make the patients happy, you know.
Right.
And some of them was sad, you know. You see some of them with no legs, no arms, you know, and they're sitting up in a high stool, you know. But
They must have been glad to hear you come.
oh, they were happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you sing?
You think they wouldn't be because, you know, but they were happy.
What type of tunes?
We did mostly just like
The same tunes you do now?
yeah.
See, those tunes just go on and on and on.
They
Sure.
never die.
Yeah.
Do the patient make any requests? Specific songs for you play?
Oh well, I tell you, out in I forget the name of the place now, but it was one of those hospitals, and there was a fella there. He had a family, but he hadn't seen them in years, and nobody came to look for him. He called himself Honest John, and he said, "No matter where you play, please play for me. I'll see you in my dreams."
That's a good tune.
Good tune. Matter of fact, it's my mother's favorite tune.
And
How does that go, maybe?
I'll see you in my dreams.
That's what I told him, turn the reverb on.
Hold you in my dreams. And ever since then, that number's been with me now.
That's from
And-
Sigmund
and,
Romberg's picture. Yeah, I think he wrote it. I'll see you. I think he sang that to his wife when they made some movie about him. I think it's always still, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So, right.
Mabel, when you were on the road, were there places you couldn't play?
Were there places that I couldn't play?
Yeah.
No, I never ran into that. Never ran into that.
That's good.
A lot of entertainers did in those days, a long time ago.
In the 30s, in late 30s, yeah.
Well, 40s also,
too,
you know.
Yeah, no trouble.
Even early in the 50s, I would say
I was
some,
just
you
gonna
know,
say,
in the 50s,
this is right.
before
Yeah,
Truman
yeah.
started the civil rights, the Bill of Rights, you know,
Yeah.
equal rights. Black entertainers, they would be praised, but in some places they could sing, but they couldn't stay there, you know, which was a really
Yeah.
bad feeling. You know,
Wasn't
you
there
ever
a
run
one
into
time
it?
you had to eat elsewhere? Right?
Oh, yes, you could. This place out in Minneapolis, you could go there and order your food and bring it out, but, you know, order it there, but you couldn't sit in there and eat. Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch today. Madam, Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch today. She is sorry to be delayed. Last evening down in Lover's Lane she strayed. Madam, Miss Otis regrets she's unable to lunch today.
Who's your favourite singer?
Oh, my favorite is Lady Day. That's my favorite.
What was the favorite tune, that tune that you liked by her?
Oh, she has so many beautiful tunes. I like I Cried for You. If You Were Mine. These Foolish Things. Without Your Love.
Tell me about when you met her.
Oh, I was working out in Chicago at a place called the Blue Note. I was working out there with the Slam Stewart's trio. And she came by. And that's how I met her.
Did you have a chance to sing with her? Or you just...
No, she didn't, and she didn't sing at all either. She just stopped by for a hot minute, and she was on her way to New York. Them that's got shall get. Them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is new. 'Cause your mama may have, Papa may have, and God bless the child that's got its own, that's got its own. Yes, the strong gets more while the weak ones stand. Empty pockets just don't make the grade. 'Cause your mama may have, Papa may have, and God bless the child that's got its own. It's got its own. The blues, I guess you call it, it comes from a low down feeling, I guess, you know. And just you're in a sad mood, or, you're in a sad mood or something, that's where the blues begin. You heard people say, I have the blues,
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's where it comes
Yes.
from.
And if you have the blues, you're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Something must be wrong, if you have the blues. You hear people say, I'm lonely, I have the blues. So that's where the blues
That's where it came from.
Yes.
Could possibly. Yeah.
And what can you do to get out of that feeling?
Don't play it and play something else. Play a happy song.
That's it, right. I think that's just the way it works.
Right. Play a happy song. Get out of that mood. I'm gonna sit right down, write myself a letter, and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off of my feet. Lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better, and close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down, write myself a letter, and I'll make believe it came from you.
So do you have some sad songs you play?
Oh, once in a while. Once in a while I play them. I play them too. Especially if I'm in the mood. If I'm in the mood to listen to them. Then lots of time I just play what I want to hear for myself. I play, If I'm in a mellow mood, then I play sad song. Although, I love swing. I love swing. And I have a very good bass man that plays with me. Oh, he's great, really. And his name is Larry Jones. And he plays here on weekends with me.
One summer night, me and a friend of mine, I think if I remember, the name was Carrington, another bass player, someone like myself. We were strolling along all through the village, walking around, looking at this nightclub, that one. So as we was passing by, that's before I knew Mabel, of course, we stopped and listened. The music was to my liking, Being a bass player, I said, maybe let's go in here, see what's happening in here. So I would come in here, and here was Mabel. I think she was sitting more so on this side. The piano was facing this way, if I recall. The layout of the stage was quite different those days, So I came in, and not knowing, I sat and listened for a while. Then I came closer and closer. So I stood there. And she smiled at me, and she seemed a friendly type, So I asked the bass player, I don't recall his name, could I sit in? This is a policy of this club. Any musician, anybody, come in here, tap, dance, sing, stand on their head, do anything. Well, they come in, so people come in and do those things. However, that particular night, several years ago, I asked the fellow on the bass to let me sit in. So I sat in, and I find playing with her, it was a beautiful experience because usually the bass players follow the left hand of the piano player, the left hand, to get the basic chord, the basic bass notes. And I could follow her so easily from one scale or one note to the other, so to speak. So we had a nice time.
I enjoyed coming in here, because she has a way of making you feel relaxed, And she just go ahead and play. You say, go ahead and do your thing, And people enjoyed that kind of atmosphere, because they could do the same thing, and come in and relax and enjoy the music,
I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better, and close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down, write myself a letter, and I make believe it came. It could never be a shame, and I make believe it came from you.
Why do you think people want to hear live music?
Because it's real. You know, it's real. Real live music. And you see the action, you know. Sit and watch somebody's finger moving, and the hands be moving and swinging, you know. They like to watch that, you know. So that's why he put the mirror up there so they could, you know, could see my hands move. You know, because weekends it's so crowded here, you couldn't hardly see me up here. Some others I've seen might never be me. Never be cross, try to be boss, they wouldn't do. Nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you and you and you. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. And you believe it or not, up here, somebody's, even while I'm playing or singing, they walk right up to me and shake my hands while I'm singing or playing, you know. Really, they do that. And I'll be playing and I'll be leaning over and they come over to kiss me and I'll be playing and kissing at the same time. Really, you know, they're just nice people. Well, he shakes my ashes, grieves my griddle, jumps my butter, and he strokes my fiddle. My old man, he's such a handy man. He threads my needle, creams my wheat, heats my heater, and he chops my meat. My old man, over there, he's such a handy man.
Yeah, but what do you try and tell people with your music?
Oh, it's a good feeling. Happy feeling. To be happy, you know. That's what I'm trying to play, to get it over to them by the music, you know. Just be happy.
So maybe you think music helps loneliness? It can help you feel.
Oh, yes. Sure.
How can it do that?
Well, especially if you're someplace where there's no music, you know, and somebody come up and play some good music for you, wouldn't it make you happy? All right. Somebody's on my mind, and I'm walking on clouds of silver line. Somebody's on my mind, and I'm walking on clouds of silver line. To dream my dreams could be my mistake, but I'd rather be wrong and sleep right along than wake. You know love may be blind, but I'll take my chance that it carries this affair, a real romance. And that's why you'll find somebody's on my mind.